Good morning, viewers. This is the Daryl Kirky Show. Welcome. I'm down here at Mum's near the beach. Friggin' cold, but the sun's come out. It's lovely now. Here's the pussycat. Hello, pussycat. Hello, Nellie. Yeah, Nellie's named after my grandmother, and she's a lovely cat. She was a cat rescued, and Mum hadn't saved her life. She'd be put down by the vet, you know. Somebody lost the cat, no claim. Got it for free. So Mum and I are going to go downtown and get a computer, because my bloody computer packed up, because all computers that's not Windows 11 are obsolete pretty much, unless you're a real smart ass technician could probably rig it to get it to work, but only for another year. Apparently all those computers are going to be a waste, to throw them away or whatever. So there's a special going for one of the fastest speeds, like $700 off the price, and it's going to be graphics and everything, so I can make really nice quality videos and stuff. So I need that, you know. I'm used to using my phone most of the time. All right, so this channel continues on despite ups and downs, aches and pains, in the spirit or not. I share my life with you guys, and coming from the bush, you know, the desert. I had a great upbringing as a 10-year-old kid. I had a motorbike, had a dog, and I used to go out to Pop's gold mine, whatever. What a great life it was. I look back now, and all we could think about them days was, you know, going to America, the great frontier, and become an astronaut. And Houston, we have a problem. And Disneyland or Disney World. And I look back now, it's all crap. What the experience I had in the desert was a better life. And, you know, it is what America was, I don't know, 100 years ago. And now they've got a movie studio here, which I've been in a couple of short role movies. And now, you know, it's real frontier land. And once you get into the desert, even the forest down south and that. So I'm looking forward to do all these adventurous things and get really into nature, because it's a spiritual journey for me. And I'm really getting sick and tired of structured society. I had a mate come back from India. He's run out of money. He was there for 20 years, living off his own friggin' money, real cheap as bloody chips, and helped people, poor people, built schools, and all raised money, and water wells, and they called him uncle, and he's well respected. He's a humanitarian. He's my mate who fell off a mountain and broke his back or something, and 3 weeks later he was healed by the Buddhist in the village, and he became a Buddhist. He's come back here and he was lost for a few months. He like, who am I? I'm nothing. Absolutely nothing here. Yet he's got thousands of the kids over there in Nepal that respect him. He's like a guru, like a legend. So you see, the Western world, yes, jobs, good pay and everything, but you got to have a car to get around. We're over there like $1 just to get in a rickshaw or a little motor taxi. But it's hustle and bustle. And I lived in East Pakistan and India for 2 years. So I've got a great experience that was, but also quite scary at times. And there was no Christian church or much I could go to. It was full of Muslim, and the good Muslims really took care of me, you know. Anyway, one person online, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. I can't stand the cold. I just freeze, you know, freeze up my brain, everything. But I can't wait for the summer, because I'm right near the beach, 10-minute walk to the beach here. So I know that if we don't activate ourselves, especially at my age, I'm 65 next month, you go down pretty quick, you know what I mean? We've got to stay activated. I don't care about riches and, you know, this retirement thing where people live for that and then they could lose all their money, or bank freezes, or scam or something, you know, lose everything, whole life gone. One guy and his wife retired and bought a house, and when they handed the money over, it was a fake real estate. He handed over $500,000 to a fake. He lost all his life savings, and his retirement, he got nothing. Now he's living in some cheap rental. Well, it's not cheap, it's still expensive. Isn't that disgusting? You know, and you got to say, why, Father, hast thou forsaken me? Why does God allow this shit? You know what I mean? But then again, you got to count your blessings. Some people drop dead when they're young. Either the good get taken out or the bad. It makes no difference. Look at John Denver. I used to love John Denver. A silly bugger got in a plane, forgot to put fuel in it, and he crashed and died. You know, he was a legend. You know, take me home, country roads and all that. Nothing but a country boy. So he's a bit of an airhead, you know, and he was a Christian, but apparently he was quite narcissist with his wife. He just appeared to be a very nice guy, you know. We just don't know, do you? But anyway, there's people out there, comments, I read it, people out there that have been through a lot, marriages and breakups and so forth, and oh, God hates divorce and everything. Yeah, right. It is better to remarry than stay in a bitter relationship that drag you down to friggin' hell. The choice of the lesser evil. Anyway, we got Wirt. What? Wirt? Uturing online. Welcome. Hello, mate. Wirt. Some hard names. Anyway, this is nice to hear from people. There's 8 people online here. I'm at my mum's down by the beach. Starting to warm up now. It's beautiful during the day because it is now spring. So the days are beautiful. The nights are still freezing, or the early morning. You know. It's summer here, man. I tell you, I just love the heat. But I prefer the jungle. Different type of heat. It's tropical. You sweat it out. But most people prefer a dry heat. Here you get sunburnt in 10 minutes during the summer and get skin cancer. That's how my grandmother died. She used to ride horses, no sunburnt cream, nothing. Her face was all burnt, cooked. Then she went and had an operation to get it all out. I said, don't do it, Nana. Too old. And they found a tumour at the back of her eye, and they just took it out illegally. They just took it out because they want to study it, you know, science sort of thing. She died within a month. Don't mess with moles and skin cancers and things. Just leave it at an older age, especially. So you've got to take care of your health, and I have to say, shit, a good mate of mine is trying to ring me. He's a great guy. Should I go or not? There's people in line here. I gotta go. Oh no, he's gone. It's all right. It's all right. I'll call him back. It's all right. There's people online, so stick around. He's my camping friend. He practically lives in nature. Him and his partner, and he's always going camping in forests and nature. He's a really good friend. He's an ex-Mormon like me, and he got kicked out of the church too for something stupid like malicious false gossip against him. Religion. But what did I say? He took me in when I went through my Mormon temple divorce for a year. He saved my life. I was lost, man. Baby had died and everything, you know, just totally lost. So he's come back in my life. And he's very generous. He gave a donation for my daughter when I was raising money with Gomi Fund. So, very kind-hearted man. But he aren't religious anymore. But when he was in the church, he was high ranking, right up there with the bishop of bishops. See what happens? You can't hide behind the cloth. You can't hide behind religion or Bible study or priesthoods. You know what I mean? So I've got a couple of friends in the world. Jamie's my Buddhist mate. Hello, pussycat. Pussycat, yeah. Say hello to my viewers, pussycat. Yes, you are a beautiful cat. Say hello. This cat was rescued from the pound. They were going to put it down. So Mum saved its life. Named it after me grandma. Anyway, people online. Yeah, pussycat. Yeah, you love to be spoiled. Locked up in a bloody cage for 6 months. I love animals, man. I really do. Animal spirits, I communicate with them. Like Crocodile Dundee, eh? Tame a bull. So we've got to get back to nature. Maybe I should title this video, Get Back to Nature. It really does wonders. I used to go camping in the old days. My mates would get on the piss, you know. Just drink themselves to death, stupid buggers. And I'll tell you what, I didn't. I wasn't a drinker. I wasn't even smoking them days. And after 3 days, mate, I felt friggin' holy. Done by a waterfall. You know, I tuned into the animal spirit. There's something about nature. Give me that. That's my church. And then I met Mountain Man, and he cured himself of cancer just living on raw veggies and that. And I met him at the waterfall, and he said, "What are you doing in my church?" He said, what do you mean church? This is my church. The waterfall's my church. Became best friends, mate. He was great. He'd take him into McDonald's. He'd eat meat and everything a couple of times a year. But he just lived on raw veggies, mate. And he ran around like a friggin' monkey. He couldn't be civilized. You try not eating meat at all, completely vegan, you go and sit still, man. You get more energy. You know, a horse and a bloody elephant, they don't eat meat. And it's a healthy choice, but you don't have to. It's just, you can cure yourself. But man, you don't live normal anymore. You're probably more normal than you think, but you're out in the bush, nature. So I'm thinking of going that way myself. My mate wanted to go and do 40 days and 40 night fast, just water in the desert. But you get hungry, eat a lizard. So that's my roots, you know. I come from all that, and this civilized bloody city life, city slicker life. Remember that movie, City Slickers? That was a great movie, wasn't it? Billy Crystal. Yeah. See, I think it's very holistic, and it's a very good choice to have that type of experience. Probably better than Disneyland, really. It's real, it's not fake. So anyway, guys, no more comments. I'll just make this a quick video. I'm not out for views. I love comments, and I love to answer questions and just share my experiences, because I've been around, man, and I'm beyond a textbook. I'm not beyond the word, no one is, but the word is written upon my heart. It's beyond a piece of paper. It's got to get out of my head, you know, into my heart. And it's about the fruits of the Spirit, aiming for the tree of life beyond the tree of knowledge. Satan can't touch the tree of life. And it's those fruits that will save you. And I've mentioned many times that Jesus spoke to the Essenes, 1st century, this is before King James, and he said, the people with love and compassion in their heart, even if they're not even a Christian, are closer to the truth than a murderous, bloodthirsty Christian that killed in the name of God, prophets and popes and so forth. We're talking Christian here. They've got no excuse. The other faiths, that aggressive warmonger faiths, you know the faiths I'm talking about, that's their culture, and that's got nothing to do with Christian, right? The most important commandment is love God and love your neighbour. Even if you're Catholic or a bloody Mormon or a Protestant. And I'm sick and tired of these friggin' Baptists that say, oh, they're going to burn in hell. Mother Teresa and all that. Bullshit. Mother Teresa had charity. Faith, hope, and charity, and the greatest out of the three is charity. You know what I mean? Pure love of Christ. That's a works, but it's a very important works. Faith without works is dead. Unless you're the thief on the friggin' cross, nothing then. Just faith alone will save you. But don't give me that bullshit, you Christians out there. There's no works. Of course there's works. If you live by the law, you die by the law. It's a hard way. I choose grace before works. And I went to church yesterday. Did you know that? Went to the Mormon church, and grace was in my heart, mate. I didn't even dress up because, you know, they all dress up nice here, and no one judged me. This is a country sort of a town compared to the city. And they all accepted me. And when I answered the question, one woman got up and said, I'm trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be righteous. I don't want to miss out on heaven and everything. Oh, my God. And I said, look, none righteous. None good, Jesus said, but God. It's not about your stinking, filthy rags of righteousness. It's how much you love people, and then righteousness will follow. But she's trying to be righteous and then probably sitting like a friggin' stuffed duck, trying to be righteous and do nothing. Just go to church. And they listened. Oh my goodness, people listen. See, I'm preaching the grace message, even to the Mormons. And I believe Mormons are high standard. They've got obedience, and you know, I mean, they're clean. They keep the Sabbath holy, the true ones. All they need is to outreach to their neighbor, people on the street, stop and help a wounded man on the way to the friggin' temple, where the Good Samaritan stopped to help, and Jesus said was the better example. He wasn't against the priesthood because he is the priesthood. That was the true priesthood, but they were hypocrites, and they killed Jesus with that priesthood. It wasn't the Catholics. So anyway, simple message. Love God, love thy neighbor, and thou shalt not kill. What happened to that? Not even an animal. For sport, Jesus told the Essenes. He was an Essene. Followers of the way, Nazarene. Only, not for sport, only for survival, and pray over it. Okay? So, you know what I mean? Just because you got the domain over animals don't mean you go and kill them for sport. I went on Robert Breaker's channel. He's a very strong Reformed Baptist. Had a bow and arrow ready to kill a deer while he was preaching. I really rebuked him. He didn't even care. Gunslinger. Called himself a Christian. Can't wait to kill an animal. So I stood up for animal rights, and then on Facebook, they were coming on my Facebook with bloody chop the heads off the animals and everything's hang the bloody head, and said, you're not going to stop us from killing animals. And they're friggin' Christians, man. Bloody Baptist. Prideful bloody Baptist. I'm not saying all right? They're disgusting, man. Bloody animal hunters. So I do have stand up for rights, but I'm not Charlie Kirk, even though my name is. I don't know if he's a relative, but he went political. He started going against gays, and he started going against this and that, and blacks and whatever. I don't know, but maybe he didn't really mean it. Maybe, I don't know. Do not mix politics with church, religion, state, you know. Leave friggin' politics out of it. You can have a personal thing about politics, but don't preach it, mix it with religion. Get yourself shot, like Charlie Kirk did. He was a good man. Now, preachers must preach repentance. All right, otherwise they're not true pastor. Again, don't give me that bullshit, Christians. It's all about tithing and getting rich and everything. And don't cry repentance. Just get comfortable in the church. Do nothing. Just give us your money and you'll be blessed. Bullshit. 50% maybe, but people in third world countries, mate, they pay their tithe and the kids go bloody starving. They hate God, hate their parents. Doesn't work, man. Western mentality. So do I tell you the truth as Jesus does? Though he did it in a better way than me. See, I make these videos, I feel better. At least mentally. You know that 50% of our illness and sicknesses is mental? If you can get your head right, get your heart right, your physical body will improve. You know, we have got the internet, can use it for good or evil. It's an outreach to people, and that's what we're supposed to do as Christians. Let's read a comment. Oh, Crystal's online. Hello, darling Crystal, my beautiful sister in Christ. Hello, everyone, says Crystal. Thank you. Should have to be one of my favourites. Probably is my favourite. Yeah. Oh, here comes Mum. Hold on, Mum. Hold on. I'm on. Hold a second. I'm on live video, Mum. I'm on live video.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, okay. Give me short time. I'll be there. Yeah, well, it's not 9 o'clock yet, Mum. So anyway, Crystal's on. That was my mum. I'm taking care of her. All right. She's nearly 90, man. Nobody else in the family bother. Too busy. Too busy making friggin' money and just nonsense. Just nonsense. People. Anyway, but I can't talk. I'm not working. I'm retired. So I'm out in the sunshine. I'm enjoying the warming up, and it's all good. It's all good. So I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Just a short video. I won't get many views on this one, but Crystal came along. That made my day special. Well, thanks, guys. I will catch you on the next video then. This is Darryl Kirky signing out. Bye.